What is up, Mavs fans and hoop heads? Wish everyone good vibes out there. I'm AG, your host. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. Appreciate you all for listening. And Kyrie! The Mavs pull off a trade and get Kyrie Irving from the Brooklyn Nets. The Mavericks also get in the deal Markieff Morris, which I haven't even looked up if he's hurt or not. I haven't even looked into that yet, but he's a solid, when healthy, just like his twin, solid defensive player, kind of like we call him kind of like a Walmart version of Dodo, kind of like because he's older now and he's not the exact same as Dodo, but he's another solid, good defender. Can move his feet and whatnot, and can hit some perimeter shots, and get streaky every once in a while too. So kind of closer to a Batum in a sense too. Not as good, but like a lower version of him. But still a good, nice little pickup there because I thought it was just Kyrie, but it is Kyrie and Markieff Morris for the Mavs, giving up Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith. You got to shed a tear there. A 2029 first round pick. All right, so we don't need that. That's a late. That it wasn't even one of our close ones. We had to give up a someone put out. I saw it like a seventh grader right now. Like it's okay. We'll give that pick up. But 2029 first round pick and two second round picks, 2027 and 2029. In the deal, and man, what a day. I was at work and this got me so hyped for the rest of the day. This was awesome. I think this is a good trade for the Mavs. I just seen that ESPN put out that we got like a D grade. That was pretty low, but I still think the Mavs did good because we finally got a star. And honestly, it is just hilarious because all these, not to talk down to all my MFF L's, but yeah, you gotta keep it real. A lot of these other accounts and shit, I kept receipts, and I remember all these people talking down, and all of a sudden they're, Kyrie's biggest supporters now. It's so hilarious to see everyone excited that Kyrie's here, when they were just talking shit about him basically. But yeah, so hilarious. Everybody's got to eat that crow now, no matter what happens. You just gotta, they have to sit through what happens, but. Yeah, that's so awesome. I think that's good. Beggars can't be choosers. I think that's what Mavs fans got lost in. We all knew before this season, Mavs had to go after one, a disgruntled star, and two, a distressed star. So, or one and the same really, but it was gonna be a distressed asset essentially. And lo and behold, here comes one right here, Kyrie, and then fans are like, "Oh, I don't know if I trade this for him. I don't know if I do that." Like, dude, we got to get a second star in here, at least, and we didn't have to give up like too much. And I also heard is this also opens the door for Mavericks because Kyrie Irving and the Mavs, he was ecstatic. I heard that that he was getting traded to Dallas, so that's good news. And also heard that they asked about what do you think about people saying they're y'all are two dominant ball handlers working together, and then he said the league's in for a rude awakening essentially is what he said, the exchange back and forth. So I mean, man, Kyrie sounds like he's ready to go. But what I was saying is that there was also, I heard, I think it was Chris Haynes or whatever, that there's also no promises on guarantees on like a contract extension or anything yet. They're gonna let it just be like a 1-year type rental, play it out, and when it comes to summer, if everything works out well, if good things happen throughout the rest of the year, then we can resign them to whatever, a max or whatever the deal is. We can resign them or keep them still, but. On the other hand, and why would you say, why would we risk that and lose them for nothing? However, trading away these other players, Dodo and Spencer, if we let Kyrie, if somehow he walks in a super sad Jalen Brunson type scenario, if that just happens again 2 summers in a row, Mavs now have close or at the max salary cap amount, or can sign a max player essentially. I don't know who's out there yet, or if anyone's gonna be out there, but if there is, Mavs gonna have a lot of money basically. So I mean that's kind of the planned powder type deal, but hey, it's kind of a win-win. Worst case scenario, Kyrie leaves. At least you got some money to spend and play around with, essentially. So I see that as a somewhat good thing. You never know. Another free agency, free agency. This summer a lot of things could happen, so you never know. But I honestly think it's a good trade. You got to give up what you got to give up. I knew Spencer was gonna have to be in the deal. I knew probably had to give up at least a first. So good to see that we got rid of a first that was super late, and then just throw in some second round picks, and then you got to give up somebody, and Dorian Finney-Smith definitely gives the Mavs the best package, and I already said this before with other people that Dorian Finney-Smith was and Spencer Dinwiddie or whatever the Mavs could offer is the best package that the Nets could get. So I didn't see why this deal couldn't happen, and lo and behold, this thing happened. This is pretty crazy. But now the Mavs have the second star, man. They have that second guy next to Luka, who Kyrie can play next to because he's played next to a guy named LeBron James, and the most, the best comp, the people, the most, the most compliments that people give Luka is that he's like LeBron, coming in. His game was comp to LeBron. And so I don't see why Kyrie Irving wouldn't be able to fit with Luka, and especially with his attitude towards that, he's ready to do this. And I saw the numbers. The best ISO scoring team in the league, or ISO scoring duo now in the league. It's pretty crazy because Luka and him going 1-on-1. I still hope we run a little bit more offense, but I mean, hey, at least when Luka needs to take a little break, at least we can give it to Kyrie, and you're gonna feel okay, and it's not. Yeah, man, it's just it's a good feeling to be a Mavs fan. And also, along with that, Chris Haynes at the end of the report, which I want to also key on because people think also this is oh well, you think you're gonna win a championship now with this? No, this isn't the championship. This is what we just need. We got to get this move. It's a step by step process, and this is the first start. Got to get a second start. Boom, got that. Now we got to fill in the holes. We know we got holes. And as Chris Haynes said at the end of the report, or when he was talking, I think it was on NBA TV, he also said that Mavs aren't done. He talked with somebody in the Mavs, and they basically he asked him, is this team like set? You got your holes. Are they done? They're gonna wait till off season type shit. And he said no, they're gonna be active. Look for some more activity, or for them to be aggressive still the rest of this trade deadline. And woo, still got Tim Hardaway, still got the whole Seawood situation. You don't know if they're going to re-sign him or they're going to try and trade him. Man, this is all up in the air, so don't forget that, guys. So as long as we got this second piece, that's good. Now we just got to fill in the roster around these guys, which I know everyone's talking about, or that I've talked to here recently is about us getting a big, but there are also other possibilities. We can go out there trying to, if we can get a big, then that'd be nice. Yeah, if Miles Turner was somehow available, but I don't believe he could be traded now with the whole contract extension stuff. So I'm pretty sure he's out of it. But to get a guy like him or athletic rim running big, that would be nice to go along with this team. And also got to get some wing defender help for sure. But yeah, there's guys out there, man. I was gonna do my trade special. Hopefully, I can still get my guy Lakers Chris on here to do this. But man, where is my? I thought I would have my trade special notes pulled up. Oh, here they are. And maybe the Mavs could still go after. I'll just pull out a couple for you. Mavs could still go after, like, say if we don't go after a bid, but what if we use some assets, maybe one other first or something, because I don't think we use two unless it's another big star, but one other first to go get OG from the Raptors. Would that be enticing? Have that type of trio going on, or maybe we can just go to the Pistons. They like Tim. Maybe somehow go get Bojan. I heard there was some type of deal about like I don't know if Seawood would go back, but like a Tim and Seawood. I don't know if they would want both of them back, or Seawood back, but it was like a Tim Seawood, or it was like a Seawood or something for Bojan, and Nerlens Noel or some type of package around. I don't know exactly who we'd have to give up, but the basic package that we would try to get back from the Pistons is Bojan, Bogdanovic, and also maybe possibly Nerlens Noel, who's kind of fallen out, I think, out of their rotation, but is also athletic rim runner, kind of like similar set as Dwight Powell, so could do some good things for us, a better shot blocker. So will be, will work better in our system than than the Pistons can use them. So that's a trade to look for. Like look out for. Maybe they go look for another third ball handler for something a little bit cheaper for like Tim. Maybe we can still do like a Terry Rozier type thing, or they got Kelly Oubre on that team. Who else? Who else? Trying to look. Yeah, maybe I'd go get another shooter in Buddy Hield, do an exchange Tim for Buddy. I don't know. And the Utah Jazz. I think the Mavs might still be on the Utah Jazz. So who knows with that whole situation going on? They still got Sexton. They still got Clarkson. I don't know about Conley, but I mean, because his money, I don't know if I don't really like his money, but I'd take Clarkson on and have just go with another three ball handler duo like we did last summer, except a little bit boosted up this year. So I don't know. There's different routes, man. It's gonna be an exciting week because I think the Mavs are still gonna pull off one more trade to kind of patch this team up before for the rest of the year before they go to work on it, because I know this summer is going to be more so, unless they pull off another good trade, that could be a part two of their plan of this step-by-step process. They could be step two is initiating a trade before, but if not, they can just patch some things up and then go in. That could still be part two, just kind of patch things up right now. And then another big plan will be this offseason. This offseason is still going to be big for the Mavs, especially if we keep Kyrie, because then that means, all right, who are we going to build off of them to help, win this championship now with these two guys as our cornerstone pieces. Where are we going to fill in the gaps? Who are we going to fill in the gaps with? And so it just makes it more and more exciting to be a Mavs fan right now, man. There's so much stuff going on, rumor wise. Never know what could happen, especially just like this popping up, man. But hey, man, Kyrie Irving is a Maverick. Oh, he's supposed to be in Dallas tomorrow. When you're listening, probably this on Monday. He'll be here Monday for his physical, and then he'll meet with the team, and it's supposed to be available to play Wednesday against the LA Clippers at LA. So man, I know everyone's gonna be tuned in that Wednesday game. Let's see if the roster changes up before then or not. So let's see. It's going to be pretty crazy next few days. But, hey, this is kind of one half of the little trade deadline special since I couldn't get my guy on the pod. But, yeah, man, those are some names to look after that I'm kind of looking for. I kind of like also maybe even going to get a Siakam if we can, man. I mean, I know that's hard, but you have to give up. I mean, would you give up your 2 picks to get Siakam too? To team like that trio up? I'm kind of leaning towards I would, man. A lot of other people are like, no, you need to go get a big first. And I get it, but a trio in the NBA, man, is very dominant, especially playoff time and the way the NBA is. Unless you can for sure, like Miles Turner's thrown out, but man, you can't get him. I don't think you can get him anymore. So let's then come out and get like a Jackson Hayes from the Pelicans, or I don't know, some type of other athletic big like that. I was talking with my boy Sir Congress or about this thing, and or Sir the Almighty. Man, I'm all the names going through my head, trying to cycle through all the teams and all the rosters, like who they have. This is gonna be a crazy. I know everyone's head's probably racing to what move are the Mavs gonna make next. What move are the Mavs going to make next? Exciting times, guys. So great to give you this quick little extra pod. I'm excited. I just talked basically for 15 minutes about this, and I've been talking all day about this, so I can keep going, but I'm going to go ahead and cut myself off. So excited. So y'all get ready for the next game coming up tomorrow, actually, on Monday. So y'all get ready for that. We will be playing. It's going to be so weird not seeing Dorian out there, and just knowing Dorian's not on the team. And he's out there. Spencer too, but especially Dorian for all his Mavs fans. But yeah, the Mavs play tomorrow, or today if you're listening on Monday, against the Jazz. It'll be at Jazz, 8 o'clock. Be ready to check that one out. Hopefully Luka is back. So far I'm looking at the Injury report, oh, he is out so far. As of Sunday night, he is out. So is Davis Bertans. Obviously, Kyrie Irving. Markieff Morris is day-to-day, so hopefully maybe he'll make his debut as well on Wednesday. And Christian Wood out. Again, that's very weird. With the whole Christian Wood situation, maybe they're holding him out in case he gets traded or not. It's kind of weird. Man, just nervous times. Glad to see all these people talking good about the Mavs now. It's kind of funny because everybody wanted Kyrie on the Lakers, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about. I just see on my phone now Kendrick Perkins saying why now Mavs could be in the finals. Like, okay, everybody wants to ride our jock set. Don't listen to the hype, guys. Don't listen to the hype. Just keep focused. Y'all, we know what this team needs. We got our second star. I don't mean immediate championship, but if this team still stays as constructed, as long as you still have Luka and Kyrie, you got a puncher's chance in every round. That is so true moving forward. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So we build the right team, and all of a sudden we're at championship level. But hey, don't buy into the hype outside. We still gotta patch this team up. There's still some holes we gotta fix, unless we can address them this deadline. If not, this off season for sure. So don't get hopes up like that, guys. This is still a process. Next year will be, if we keep this squad, next year will be the year to have some good expectations again, and kind of some real championship level expectations. So man, I'm excited. Y'all get ready for it. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's at Mavs_rundown. This Mavs rundown is free on YouTube. If y'all listen on Spotify, if you're on Spotify, it's free on YouTube. I'm AG. Thanks for listening. Remember, cool heads prevail, and I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.